What is going on, guys? It's your boy Gaming Forte, and I wanted to talk to you guys about a post that I did on Twitter today where I said where I pretty much just let everybody know what my thoughts was on the next Xbox and just Xbox in general, and how I believe, in my opinion, they are going to win NPD in 2020 for the month of November and December. And man, a lot of people agreed and a lot of people disagreed, especially some of my co-hosts on the Brap show, man. It's kind of crazy that they just didn't understand that, man. I just think it's going to be something epic next year, and we're just in a really good place when it comes to gaming. I feel like Microsoft is going to do something very special with Halo when it releases. And this isn't all just tied to the whole Ninja acquisition, even though that is a big part of it. But it's just the thought that some people just don't realize that Microsoft really failed this generation when it came to just the offerings that they were giving people when it came to Xbox One and just games in general. But there's a lot of people that went over to PlayStation and never came back to Xbox, and it was mostly just because their friends were over there and they really had no reason to own an Xbox. Now, casual people run the market. The market is truly run by the casual. Hardcore gamers just make up a very subsection of it. Some people think we're the most important ones, but the casual base is what really pushes the numbers for a lot of these games and these systems in general. PlayStation wouldn't be at 100 million if it wasn't for the casual base. The hardcore base probably added a lot of value to that because they were able to go out and make people or just convince people to get the system of their choice based on their recommendations and stuff. And that goes both ways. I mean, at a certain point, you got systems like the Nintendo Switch out there really dominating this generation because Nintendo is doing everything right when it comes to their first party, and then third party is definitely seeing some type of reaction to that because they're bringing out more games than anything, minus EA, which is kind of weird because EA is all about money and they don't want to put a game out on the Switch. They give us old versions of FIFA, but I digress on that. But yeah, I don't think I'm crazy to be thinking that Microsoft is going to win NPD for November, December 2020. Now, I don't think the Scarlet itself is going to do it. I just think when you take the whole of all of the Xbox and the whole of all the PlayStation isn't going to win those 2 months. Now, I could be wrong. That's definitely a possibility. What I'm talking about is a very far-fetched idea, but I'm kind of tired of people just thinking that Microsoft is just dead in the water when it comes to this type of offering that they're giving people. You know, I feel like Halo's gonna be something special. 343 really took some time and delayed the game and brought out a new engine, and you know, it just seems like a lot of things are just gonna align for Microsoft and for 343 when it comes to this next Halo. And then the Ninja acquisition does come into play because Ninja is a huge voice in the Xbox community when it comes to the streaming. I mean, for God's sakes, he's the face of Mixer. He's going to be pretty much everywhere when Halo comes out, and he did talk about how Halo was one of his favorite games growing up, and he competed in all of the MLG tournaments, and that's where he got his love for video games and everything like that. So the fact that he's teamed up with Microsoft to be the face of Mixer and he's going to be playing these games is going to be a really big boom. But I don't think him alone is going to do it. I just think he's part of the cog. The rest of it's going to fall when Halo finally does release on Steam. You know, that thing that's on PC, which is the biggest platform for video games. Over millions and millions and hundreds of millions of people play video games on there. Microsoft is putting that game out on Steam, and let me tell you, Twitch will be on fire for at least the first week and a half to 2 weeks, because there is a lot of people that want to play a proper Halo game on PC. And then you got these people that say, well, if they're going to play it on PC, then why would they want to buy a console? It's not about the people that's playing on PC buying it on console. It's about the eyes that's going to be on the game during that time of year. You know, Twitch is a monster. It's almost one of the biggest things that you can do on TV is watch video games games, and it's crazy, but these individuals are going to bring a very much needed excitement to the Xbox platform, because people are going to see Halo. Yes, they might see it on PC. They're also going to see it on Mixer. They're going to see it on Xboxes, because people are just going to be showing the game off. And if the game is good, I see people that didn't buy a 360, or not even 360, an Xbox One last generation, jumping over and probably picking one up. Not saying that they're going to fork out the $500 to $600 that the Scarlett's going to cost, but there's a really good chance that the Xbox One X is going to probably take a price cut. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go down to $250. I mean, they had it at $400 for a long time, so $300 might be the more magical number that it is. But it all really just comes out to being how much is the Scarlett going to be when it releases, and that's going to kind of dictate the prices of the X, because I think the X has a lot of legroom left in it, because they really haven't pushed that system to its fullest capability, and I don't think it's going to get truly pushed until they really phase out the original Xbox from all the games that you could play when it comes to these new games that are releasing. So that is what I think about 2020 and what Microsoft's going to do to win NPD during those 2 months. I really want to say thanks to all the people that supported the post that I put online. It really meant a lot, you know, just to know that I wasn't on this desert island alone. And some people had some very, very good counterpoints. You know, I was going back and forth with Crap Gamer, and he had some really good counterpoints, and I respect everybody's opinion. Like I said, this is just my opinion. You know, I'm not trying to do no hot take or anything like that. I just truly believe that Microsoft has done something that I always wanted them to do, and that's just be in the lane that they need to be in. Hardware isn't as important to them when it comes to just sales in general. It's all about the services, and I believe that Mixer and then Halo being a game that they're going to really piggyback off of, it's going to really do them well. You know, I don't think Microsoft is going to win next generation in sales when it comes to hardware. They already sold PS5s with the release of God of War and Spider-Man this generation, so man, it's going to be an uphill climb. I just think that Microsoft is doing everything it needs to do to be in the lane that it needs to be in, and they're talking about their services, and the games will speak for themselves at a later date. That's why we have all these studios now, so don't worry. It's going to be a very interesting 2020, especially during the holidays. No one knows exactly when these systems are going to release. I am predicting that the PS5 is going to probably come out in late October. The Xbox is probably going to come out in early November. It's probably going to be like that 1 week to 2 week difference that it was in 2013 for PS4 and Xbox One. And I just think that Microsoft has the opportunity, if Halo is great, to really do some damage during that launch month, because I honestly believe a lot of those casual people that bought PS4s aren't going to upgrade day one, because their system is still going to be viable, because they don't have to worry about PS5 not having exclusive games only to a system, because they'll be on both systems for the foreseeable future until Sony decides to just make PS5 only games. Compared to Xbox, a lot of those people never had an Xbox One because they just went to PlayStation, and all they need is one game, and that one game can be Halo. And with the support of Ninja and all these streamers showing it, we know we live in a culture where people like to just be wowed by what they see other people doing. That's going to get people excited, and that's going to get people wanting to come over to the Xbox platform that aren't really huge into PC to actually try out that game over here. But only time will tell, and like I said, we'll see in 2020. But it's your boy Gaming Forte. You can follow me over on Twitter at gaming_forte. Hit that like button and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.